Have you ever wondered why we do the things we do? Is there a hidden force guiding our actions? In our quest to understand human behavior, we're often confronted with mysterious, inexplicable actions and reactions. What if I told you that these actions aren't as random as they seem? That there's a hidden, unseen force propelling us? Enter the world of Sigmund Freud, a man who dared to venture into the unexplored territories of the human mind. Freud, a pioneering figure in psychology, laid the foundation for many theories that we accept as commonplace today. He introduced us to the concept of the unconscious mind, a realm of our psyche that is constantly at work, unbeknownst to us. This unseen yet powerful force, Freud postulated, is the unseen depths of our minds, shaping our actions, our desires, and our fears. So, enter Sigmund Freud, the man who dared to dive into the unseen depths of the human mind. Picture an iceberg. What you see on the surface is hardly a fraction of its true size. Freud viewed the mind in a similar way. In his perspective, our minds are like icebergs, with the vast majority of their substance hidden beneath the surface. The tip of the iceberg, the part we can see, represents the conscious mind, where our current thoughts and perceptions live. It's the part of our psyche we're actively aware of, the home of rational thought and logic. Beneath the surface, we find the preconscious mind, akin to the waterline of the iceberg. It's a reservoir of thoughts and feelings that aren't currently in our consciousness, but can be accessed if needed. Think of it as the waiting room for thoughts, where memories and knowledge reside until called upon. Now let's dive deeper to the unseen depths, the unconscious mind, which represents the largest part of the iceberg submerged underwater. This hidden realm is a warehouse of desires, past experiences, and traumas that have been repressed, which we aren't aware of. It's the driving force behind our behavior, influencing our actions in ways we don't consciously understand. Within these layers of the mind, Freud identified three entities that govern our behavior: the id, ego, and superego. The I, residing in the unconscious, is our primal instinct, seeking immediate gratification. Imagine a toddler throwing a tantrum for a candy. The ego, straddling the conscious and unconscious, is the mediator, balancing the demands of the id with the realities of the world. It's like a parent calmly explaining why eating candy before dinner isn't a good idea. Lastly, the superego, spread across all three levels, is our moral compass, striving for perfection and societal norms. It's the voice in our heads telling us that stealing the candy is wrong. So, beneath our awareness, a constant negotiation is happening, shaping our actions and reactions. It's a fascinating dance, a tug-of-war between our conscious and unconscious selves, our desires and our morals, our id, ego, and superego. And it's all happening right beneath the surface, just like the unseen depths of an iceberg. Freud believed the unconscious mind communicated through dreams, slips of the tongue, and symbols. Imagine the subconscious as a language, speaking through the images and situations we encounter in our dreams. Freud saw these nocturnal narratives as a direct line into the hidden depths of our psyche, a way for our unconscious desires and fears to make themselves known. And then we have the fascinating phenomenon of Freudian slips. Ever said something by mistake and wondered, where did that come from? According to Freud, these aren't just random errors, but significant clues revealing our unconscious thoughts. Lastly, Freud's exploration of the human psyche led him to the realm of symbolism. He believed that our unconscious often communicates through symbols, those everyday objects or situations that seem ordinary but hold a deeper meaning. A ladder, a snake, a door, they're not just objects in our dreams or thoughts, but symbols carrying messages from our unconscious. These subtle hints, Freud argued, reveal the desires and fears hidden in our unconscious mind. How much of our behavior, do you think, is influenced by these unseen forces? This question brings us to the ongoing debate about the influence of the unconscious mind. Since Freud's time, modern research has both supported and challenged his theories. Some studies suggest that our unconscious mind influences many of our decisions, from the food we eat to the people we choose as partners. On the other hand, other research proposes that our conscious thoughts have more control than Freud suggested. So, where does that leave us? Perhaps, as with many things in life, the answer lies somewhere in the middle. it's likely that both our conscious and unconscious minds play significant roles in shaping our behavior. The key is to keep asking questions, to keep exploring the depths of our minds, because the better we understand ourselves, the better we can navigate our world. Are we truly the masters of our actions, or are we passengers, unknowingly guided by our unconscious mind?